I just invested $28,000 into the stock market. What's up, everybody? My name is Jordan, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about what I did in the stock market and how I'm currently doing in the market. I just invested my first investment into the market, I think about 2 weeks now, 1 week to 2 weeks now, not too long ago. And so I wanted to start sharing, this part of my journey with you guys. And so for those of you that are new to my channel, my name is Jordan Lee. I basically built up my six-figure digital marketing agency all from my bedroom. And now I'm using that money to try and build long-term wealth. And going into the stock market is one of the ways I'm going to try and do that, and then hopefully get into real estate later on. So this channel is really about just following my journey, sharing my experiences. By no way in any means I am giving any advice or tips on how to invest. So don't listen to, don't look at what I'm doing and copy it for yourself, because I have absolutely no idea about investing. I am a complete newbie. I am a complete beginner, and I just, got started in the stock market because this is something I wanted to, start doing, get more experience with, and learn more about. And I kind of just went in a little bit more heavy than I probably should have by investing so much. And so I'm going to be showing you guys my portfolio, my account, showing you guys, what the numbers look like, how much I've made, how much I've lost. So you guys are going to be able to see all that from someone who is just starting out in the stock market, as a beginner, as a complete newbie. So, you guys are going to be able to see all that. So before let me give you guys a little backstory of why I got started in the market. Okay, so I obviously, I built up my main source of my income is from my digital marketing agency. I've been able to scale my marketing agency from 0 to 6 figures without any experience, knowledge, or anything like that. And I've been able to get that up to 6 figures within 1 year off of my bedroom. And so instead of buying a nice car, buying nice stuff, I guess I haven't really bought anything, to be honest with you. My lifestyle has completely stayed the same. If anything's kept me more occupied, to work and things like that, and trying to grow the business and stuff. But other than that, I haven't really purchased anything. I could have bought a car. I could have upgraded my room, right? I could have got a much better room. I could have bought a house. Maybe not buy a house because things are super expensive here in Orange County. But I probably could have put a down payment on a house. So I haven't really done any of that, guys. So for those of you that's been following my channel, you guys know that I haven't really made any big purchases other than, going out to eat nice every now and then, or maybe doing a quick vacation home getaway. But other than that, I haven't made any big purchases or anything like that. Just really focusing on the businesses, trying to grow my YouTube channel. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, give this video a big thumbs up and all of that. And so nonetheless, let's just hop right into it, I guess. So instead of buying all that stuff, I decided to take my money and invest into the stock market. Now, before I did that, guys, I didn't just blindly go in and start putting money into here, right? I spent a good week, it was a good week, maybe a week and a half, on just learning everything I possibly can before taking my hard-earned money and putting into the market, right? So I didn't read books, but I listened to audiobooks on The Intelligent Investor by, I forgot his name. It might have been Benjamin Graham, something like that. I'm sure you guys might know. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos on Graham Stephan, Meet Kevin on YouTube. I watch interviews and try to learn as much as the man himself, the god of investing, Warren Buffett. So listen to him a lot and really just gathered everything for 1 week. I asked friends, I reached out to friends who are invested into the market, just asking what their experience is like, what they did that worked, what they did that didn't work. So just really trying to acquire as much information as I possibly could before taking my hard-earned money and putting it into the market, right? So I did all this for about a week and a half before I got started, and I went pretty hard. The very first week, I don't know if it's a mistake, but I was just so excited to get into it, right? So let's hop into my Robinhood account, okay? So for those of you guys that don't really know what Robinhood is, it is a platform for you to trade. It's a pretty newbie friendly, beginner friendly. If you are just starting out, it's pretty easy to get started. You just link your bank account, or you create an account, link your bank account, and then you just start picking out the stocks that you want to invest in, right? So as you can see here, this past week we are up $753. Now I'll walk you guys through my stocks. So in my Robinhood account, I believe I invested a total. And so I'd also like to mention that Webull is actually currently giving out free stocks if you want to get started in the stock market and things like that. They are giving out some free stocks if you decide to join with them. I have a referral link in the description below. So if you click through that link, you sign up. I think all you need to do is deposit $100 or more, and you will get some free stocks valued up to $1,600, and it will be any type of random stocks. They might give you some Starbucks stocks all the way from maybe a regular NASDAQ stock like the ones that I got right over here. So I got actually AGI and Zynga. So it's a good way to kind of just get started without really investing money, besides the initial $100 of deposit. So if it's something that you guys want to do, get some free stocks, what I did was I created an account, I deposited $100, I got my 2 free stocks, and then I withdrew my $100, and now I just have 2 free stocks inside my Webull account. And so yeah, if you guys want to get started into that, I'll leave my link in the description below for you guys to click on. So back to the video of $10,000, but I only use about 8,000 of that because I still have about 2,500 left over, something like that. I don't really remember the numbers, guys. So don't really get on me about that. But I'll show you guys what we made, total here. We're up $948.98. Now you guys see that on all time, it does say I'm up 8%. But that reason for that is because I think last year I invested into Gap stocks. As you can see here, 40 shares. And before it was at $21.64. I think I got it at, let's click on it. Let's see how much I bought it for. So I bought it for about $12.85 per share. I bought 40 of those. And so I invested a total of, I guess it was $514. And total return, as you guys can see here, about 68.5%. So I made about a majority of my profits came from this Gap share. And to be honest with you guys, I had no idea what I was doing when I purchased this stock in Gap. The reason I bought this share was because I saw news that Kanye West has taken over Gap as I believe is like their designer or something like that. And I know that whatever Kanye does, whatever he designs, it literally just turns into gold, right? If you look at it, Kanye's work with Nike, his shoes, they resell for I think it was like $5,000 to $10,000, right? He moved to Adidas, he created the Yeezy line, and that became like the most popular Adidas shoes for a really long time, and it's still really hyped up. So he's been wanting to work with Gap for a long time. I'm not like the biggest fan of Kanye, but I followed him. I like his music and stuff like that. And so I know that he's been wanting to work with Gap for a really long time, and he finally got the chance. He signed the contract, and that same week I purchased Gap stocks at $12.85, and I knew that it was going to go up, right? So I bought this about a year ago probably, and as you can see, it's paying off 68%, and I don't really plan on investing more into it. This was kind of just like, all right, I'm just going to invest $500 into it just to see how it does. And it's made me $350. I don't really plan on investing more. I'm just going to keep it, leave it as is. Let me know your thoughts. Should I slowly put more money into these Gap stocks, right? So let's go back here. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the 5 stocks that I invested in about 1 to 2 weeks ago. I slowly bought into it. As you can see here, I bought Tesla stocks, PayPal, Google, Facebook, and Apple. And the reason why I bought into these companies is because I myself believe in these companies, right? I use these companies myself. I see the direction that they're heading. I believe in their vision. I believe in, where the business is going, 20, 30 years from now. So for those of you guys that that want to know about my strategy is invest into companies that I believe is going to still be around, 10, 20, 30 years from now, right? They're innovative. They are, who their leader is, what their products are like, and where they're going, right? So those are the things I think about when putting my money into. So I gotta believe in the company. I gotta like the company. I gotta, some way, in some shape or form, use the company myself. So as you could tell, all these companies I use for myself, except for Gap, but that's because I believe in Kanye, right? Other than that, here. I really just took Warren Buffett's advice, is to just take most of your money and put it into the S&P 500, which is the top 500 businesses in America, right? You certainly almost cannot lose if you put your money in the top 500 companies in America. And so I invested into mostly VOO stocks, which is a stock, an S&P 500 stock with Vanguard. And that's pretty much going to, I think I forgot how much I paid for it, but it might have been about $300 per share. And that $300 is going to get split evenly into all 500 of those companies. So that way you don't have to invest into individually, invest into 500, companies individually. I wouldn't be able to afford that. But by investing into that VOO stock with Vanguard, it evenly distributes your money into all 500 companies, right? So, I purchased Apple. Like I said, I like where Apple is going. And let's take a look here. Let's take a look how much we made off of Apple, right? So we made a total of 4% return, $64. I invested $1,600 into Apple shares. I bought it at $114, which I think is okay. I feel like I could have bought it for a little less, more towards like in the low hundreds or below 100. But like I said, guys, I'm really investing long term. So I'm investing every 2 weeks, $50 right now, but I'm going to slowly invest more. I'm going to invest, hopefully 100 every 2 weeks, and then eventually 100 every single week as I get more experience, more comfortable with investing into the stock market, really. So far not so bad, right, guys? $114 on average per share. I bought 14 of those things. Total return, I made $64 from Apple stocks, right? So I plan on holding it for a long time. So it's not like I'm trying to buy it and make quick money and share it, right? I'm thinking long term and doing that. So with Facebook here, I think I got in at a pretty good price, $278. I bought 5 shares and invested a total of $1,500. Or $1,550, and we made back a total return of about 5.5%, which is $86. And the reason why I invest in Facebook is because Facebook, they own Instagram. I believe that Mark Zuckerberg is a pretty smart guy, and pretty much everybody, right, uses Facebook to advertise, right? So I think the new norm in the future is just online advertisements, right? I use Facebook to advertise, and follow friends and stuff like that. So I think Facebook is just going to really expand what services they have. They have like a marketplace, it's kind of like a Craigslist, but on Facebook. They also have a dating app. I don't know if you guys know about this, but inside Facebook, you can create a dating profile and start using it as Tinder, right? So Facebook, they're trying to really, innovate and do different things. And I think Facebook is going to be around for a long time, which is why I invest into Facebook. Now, these are individual stock picks, guys. Like I said, you can, invest into, the S&P 500, and that's going to invest in the 500 of the top companies in the US. So here we are with Google, and I really love Google, guys. This is probably one of my favorite companies just because I use Google to advertise for my clients. My digital marketing agency is built around Google, running Google ads, and Google is one of the most profitable businesses in the world, if you guys didn't know that, right? People advertise on Google, and Google is really just a search engine, the number one search engine. But not only that, but they purchase YouTube. They have YouTube, guys. And I believe that YouTube is going to be the new television, if it hasn't been already, right? We watch live streams on YouTube. Content creators are getting on YouTube because they're getting paid for it, right? Like myself, I'm not really getting paid off for YouTube, but in the future, people are going to be on YouTube because just to create content, to document their journey, whatever it is, right? It's going to be the new TV. I don't really even watch TV anymore. Everything I watch is pretty much YouTube videos, YouTube channels and stuff like that, right? So with Google here, it was relatively pretty pricey, $1,700, and for someone like me just starting out, I didn't really know what I wanted, but I knew, I didn't really know what I was doing, but I knew that Google was definitely a company that I want to, be invested in. So on average cost, I invested about $1,587. I purchased about 1.3 shares. I guess I invested a total of $2,100, and Google has given me such a good return, guys. As you can see here, about almost 11%, and total return here is about $228. So I bought it on when it dipped a little bit. As you can see, it's at $1,700, but right when I saw it dip below $1,600, that's when I thought would be a good price for me to purchase into Google. And as you can see here, I have a recurring every 2 weeks is $100. Like I said, hopefully we can do that, once I get more comfortable, every single week, confidently invest $100 and continue to invest more in the future. So Google is actually one of my favorite companies. I believe in their products. I love what they're doing. They're one of the most profitable businesses, and I just feel like they they're going to be around for a very, very, very long time. And especially with YouTube, I love YouTube, and that's why I had to have Google in my portfolio, right? Next one was PayPal. This one, I'm not really a big fan of PayPal, guys, and I felt like I could have got it at a better price. I bought it at, about $199. So I invested about $1,000 here, and it did all right. We're only up 1%, $18. And really the only real reason I purchased into PayPal, I'm not really a big fan of PayPal. I use Stripe, and I don't like PayPal just because they tend to hold on to people's money, and people that use or for sellers that use PayPal, PayPal favors buyers so much that if the buyer claim they send any type of complaint, PayPal is going to hold their money, the seller's money for like 6 months and things like that. So I'm not really a big fan of PayPal, but I do believe that online purchasing, online stores is going to be the new norm. So, PayPal is a very well-known, they're trusted, online processing company. And I know that there's going to be other competitors that come in with better, perks and better prices and things like that. But PayPal, regardless, I believe they're going to be around. This was kind of iffy. This was a really iffy one for me. But so I don't really plan on investing more into PayPal. I'm just going to let it ride out and then see what happens from there. But that's kind of like my take on PayPal. All right, things got a little hot. I'll take up my hoodie real quick. So lastly, my last stock is Tesla. Now this one I heard it was really volatile, and it was going up, so it was going down like crazy. But I believe that I got it in at a pretty good price, right? Right when it dipped under 400, I was waiting for it to come under $400 before I, invested into it, and it did, right? So it went under $400, and I got in at $384. I got about 4 shares of that. I invested about $1,600, and this has made me back 12% for a total of $187. Now, it went all the way up to, 100 and no, let me see here. It went up at a high $437. So I was really just waiting for it to drop under 400, and it did. So I was really excited when I saw it dip under 400. I believe in Tesla, what they're doing with the electric vehicles. They're doing, I think a couple other things, and I just believe in Elon Musk as well. He's kind of like the modern, real life Iron Man in our world kind of thing. He made PayPal, he got Tesla, he got SpaceX. So that's the reason why I put into Tesla. I like their stuff. I don't own a Tesla myself or anything, but I like the company. I like where they're heading, and this so far has made me $187. So it's not too bad. So yeah, guys, in total. Before I guess in total, these are some of the other stocks I'm looking at. Here is the VOO stocks in case you're looking. It's currently priced at $322 per share. I don't remember how much I got in at it for it, but this is inside of my Vanguard account, which I showed you my screenshot. And then I plan on putting more into VTI. So really my strategy is long term, guys. I'm not doing any type of get rich quick and buy something and sell it right away. I'm not doing any of that. All the stocks that I'm purchasing, I plan on holding it for 10 plus years, right? So My plan is to invest most of my portfolio into ETFs, mutual funds, such as these VOOs, VTIs, and similar things like that. Just because that's going to cover a wider range of businesses rather than doing individual stock picks here. As you can see, the only reason I did this is because I like these companies. I want to track how they're doing, and I specifically like these companies, right? So that's the reason why I have these stocks. All of them besides Gaps, of course. But yeah, these are the other stocks I'm looking at. I'm looking at Amazon. I think it's a little pricey right now, so that's why I haven't invested into that. But yeah, other than that, Shopify is a good one, but I haven't pulled the trigger on that yet. I'm just kind of slowly coming in. I already started off pretty hot, so yeah, guys. So today's Sunday, so this is kind of just I don't really think it's running right now, but it says today I'm down $52, whatever. But this week, guys, this week we're up $753. This month we're up $663, and in 3 months, a year, this is gonna be more for like Gap stocks, right? This is gonna come from Gap, so $935 or $940 is my all-time. So I'm up pretty much 1,000 right now, and I'm going to slowly have my recurring investment go into it. So if you guys want to stay up to date, if you guys enjoyed this video, you guys want to kind of get to know more about my beginning journeys of my stock market investing, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up if this was cool experience. Being able to see what a newbie thoughts were. Hopefully I didn't mess up my entire portfolio, but I think I played it pretty safe, and the way I'm going about it with my strategy, my mindset, I think I'm playing a pretty safe way, right? Other than that, I'm probably going to, or in the future, I would like to invest more into dividend stocks. So, investing in stocks that are going to pay me because I'm invested in their stocks, right? So I'm going to look more into that and stuff But yeah, hopefully this video was somewhat cool. Don't take any advice from me. Don't do what I did. I just gave you my reasoning and stuff like that, but don't take my advice because I'm still a complete beginner newbie. This is a good way for you guys to track. Let me know your thoughts, concerns, questions. Don't ask questions I'm not going to be able to really answer. But if there's a simple question, I'll be happy to answer. Any advice would be appreciated. Leave that in the comment section. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.